Good day, my viewers all over the world. I remain Lumaj. In our previous class, we started talking about linear inequalities, and I remember that we were given a question where we have 2 into bracket x minus 5 for less than 5 into bracket x minus 4. So we're told to draw this thing on a novel line, and we got x to be greater than 3 whole number 1 over 3. So if you have not watched my what do you call it, my lecture on the number line, please, or linear inequality, go and watch that before watching this so you can connect the dots. So we have x is greater than 3 whole number, that's part 1, this is part 2. So this is x greater than 3 whole number 1 all over 3. So for us to express this as a number line, or in the number line, we have this x greater than 3 whole number 1 all over 3. Don't forget, greater than, not equal to. So you have to go to, it means that we have values of x, possible values of x, to all be greater than what? 3 whole number 1 all over 3. You can see my choice of grammar. I said 3. Since you have 3 whole numbers, you can say the first number, since it's positive integers, you can say let's say you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2. So for us to draw this, you just come to an extension of 3, draw it up, they draw a circle, empty circle, up, empty circle. You are going to draw empty because it's not equal to. Assuming it's equal to, then you can thicken the circle, but it's not equal to. So you now have to say, where will this arrow face? Will it face this side or this side? How do you know where the arrow will face? Is very simple. So since we know that x, possible values of x is greater than what? 3 whole number 1 over 3. It means that all other numbers on this side of the number line, all other numbers, possible numbers on this side of the number line, they are all greater than 3 whole number 1 all over 3. That's the meaning. The possible values of x. If I say possible value of x, I can say 4, 5, 6, 7, positive integers infinity. They are all greater than 3 whole number 1 all over 3. And that one, you will not, what do you call it, shade the circle, just to show that it is greater than, but not equal to 3 whole number 1 all over 3. Possible values of x. Look at the way the direction of the arrow. The arrow is showing that all the numbers here, they are all greater than 3 whole number 1 all over 3, but not equal to 3 whole number 1 all over 3. So let me give us another question to seal the understanding of this number line. You might be given 5x minus 1 all over 3 minus 1, 2x all over 5 all over 5 greater than equal to 8 plus x. And you are told to solve this. This is common in your WAEC or your NECO or your JAM. So you do it the way you do your regular, your what they call linear equation. So for us to solve this, this is a fraction. You first make it to be a unit, what they call it, fraction. We have a multiple, this is a fraction, this is another fraction. You have to bring the fractions together to have a common denominator. So find the LCM of this. The LCM is what? 5. So 3 times 5, that's 15 rather. So 3 goes in 15, that is 5 into the bracket of what you have as the numerator of these 3. So you have 5x minus 1, then 5 goes here, that's 3. So you have minus that 3 into the bracket of what? 1 minus 2x greater than or equal to 8 over 1. Let me just find the LCM. Plus x over all the x, everything is over 1. You are still going to have 8 plus x. So that's why I didn't bother doing that. Just for clarity's sake, maybe probably somebody in JSS2 is watching it. That's why you not finding the LCM. But if you find the LCM of this, it's going to be 1. Everything will still give us back 8 plus x. So you now find the next is to cross multiply. So when you cross multiply this, you expand this. So if you expand this is 5 times what? 25x minus 5 times 1, 5. Look at the way I'm using the sign. This is minus 1 times plus 1. Minus times plus, that is minus. 3 times 1, that is 3. Minus times plus, minus times minus, that is plus. 3 times 2, that is 6x. So less than or equal to 15 into bracket 8 plus s. You can see I didn't alter this. I've told us that the only time you can alter this is when you are dividing through by negative. But for you not to make mistake, don't cram anything. Ensure that the unknown value is greater than the unknown value is greater positive when you are trying to compare which one will come to one side and the other, which one will go to the other side. So okay, let's continue. This is 25x plus 6x, that is 31x. 31x minus 5 minus 3, that is minus 8, greater than less than equal to 15 times 8, that is 120 plus 15x. So the next thing for you to do is to collect the like terms. If I collect like terms, then you're going to have, like I told us, which one is bigger, 31x or 15x? 31x is bigger. So it means that 15x will come and meet this. So that you don't alter this. You're going to have 31x minus 15x is greater than or equal to 120. This will come to this side plus 8. I think that is very clear now. Plus 8. That is very clear. Plus 8. So you now have 31x minus 16x. That is 16x is less than or equal to 128. So you now have to divide both sides by what? 16. Without affecting this less than or equal to sign. You will have divided by 16, divided by 16. So that you have x is less than or equal to what? 8. Which is very simple. X is less than or equal to 8. Then the question is, how do we draw the number line? Very simple. You have gotten it that whatever that may be the possible values of x is going to be less than what? 8. So you come, you draw your number line. This is, you can start from, since it's positive 8, you can say let this one be 10, you can say 12, you can say any number positive, but greater than 8, or you can say 8, let's start from 8, anyone you, so you have 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, minus 2. You can see there is a constant difference of what? 2. Common difference of 2. So now look at it. This x greater than or equal to 8. So meaning that you go to where 8 is, you draw your line up, your circle, but your circle now will now be shaded to show that it is equal to, meaning that the possible values of x, the first possible values of x, the first possible value of x, possible values of x, now in your x greater than 8, x less than or equal to 8, we're going to be what? 8, 7, 6, 5, and so on and so forth. So for us to now show the direction now, which direction will it fall? It's going to be what? This direction. Showing that all the numbers before 8, they are all less than what? X. Because x is less than equal to 8. Meaning that all the possible values of x, they are all less than what? 8. 7 is less than 8. 6 is less than 8. 5 is less than 8. 0 is less than 8 minus, they are all less than 8. So the direction we face, showing that all the numbers here, they are less than 8. And you are going to shade it to show that it is equal to sign. Let me give us one more example. I think that should, but this one is combining inequalities. Combining inequalities. Let me think of another question to give us. Combining inequalities. Let's say we have something like x. Let's say we have x less than or equal to 3 and x greater than minus 4. You might be told that draw the number line. Show this expression on a number line. Very simple. What you are supposed to do is to combine the inequalities together. How do you do that? Very simple. You pick the first one. What's the first one? X is less than or equal to 3. Then how do I bring this one to this expression? Now look at it. This x greater than or greater than minus 4 can also be re-expressed as x or minus 4 is less than s. It's either you write it this way or you write it this way. X is greater than minus 4 or minus 4 is less than x. These two are the same. It's just the direction that differs. So for me to put this one now into this expression, I'll just carry this into there. I'll just import this into this so that we can have this s is here. This equal greater than minus 4. So we have s is greater than minus 4 but less than or equal to 3. So for us to put this one on a number line, it's very simple. Just draw your number line. This is your number line. What do we have here? We have 3. This is 3. What do we have here? Minus 4. That is the range that we have on this number line. But on this number line, look at this. This is x is greater than 4. X greater than 4, but not equal to 4. For you to draw this, you come to 4. This is 4. You draw your circle, empty circle. You go to x is less than but equal to what? 3. This is 3. You draw your circle, but it has to be what? Shaded. It has to be shaded. It has to be shaded because of this equal to sign. Then you join the two together, meaning that in between minus 4 and 3 is what? The possible values of x. I may ask you, write out the possible values of x. For me to write out the possible values of x, just come to this place. What do I have? Minus 4 less than x, but not equal to x. So when you say minus 4 less than x, the first number that will come to your mind is what? Minus 3. Followed by minus 2, followed by minus 1, followed by 0, followed by 1, followed by 2, followed by what? X less than or equal to 3. So these are the possible values of x. These are the possible values of x. Because they may ask you after you write out the possible value of x just to show that you really understand what they call it, number line. I think this is very clear. Like I said, it can come as a linear equation, it can come as a quadratic equation. What is important is for you to understand how to interpret what they call it, whatever you are given, either physics, mathematics, or chemistry. Just ability to be able to interpret is very important and fine. Very soon we are going to start our long-awaited program, which is called the Pivots. It's going to be televised in Nigeria, coming up in January, February 2024. So please watch out. If you have not subscribed, please do so now. Thank you very much. The YouTube is so encouraging, and you have been enjoying my channel and you have not been subscribing. You are doing Ojoro. Ojoro is a balance that we use in Nigeria for injustice. It's an injustice for you to be watching my channel. You are gaining my knowledge. You are tapping knowledge, and you are not subscribing. You are not telling your friends. You are not telling your classmates. You are not telling your colleagues about this channel. So educating. God bless you. Thank you. God bless you.